Broad Street Sports, the best Philly sports podcast.
I gotta tell you, I didn't believe everybody when they said Dallas stinks. Dallas isn't what they once were. I thought they were going to come in. I thought they were going to show more fight. That was embarrassing. I actually got secondhand embarrassment from the Cowboys tonight. Cooper Rush stinks. Cooper Rush seriously should not be in the league. Zeke Elliott, this guy. Let's talk about this guy. Fumbling on the goal line, about to score a touchdown, getting rocked by Zach Bourne. I mean, I thought they were going to come in, show more fight, especially because it's a rivalry game, but they came in unprepared. I'm happy. Being able to watch the Dallas Cowboys get destroyed by the Eagles. I mean, that makes my day. That makes my week. I'm excited. I'm happy. But the Cowboys are a serious joke. They're embarrassing. They stink. And it's going to be a long season for all them Dallas fans over there. Because, I mean, and I have to tell you, I really thought coming in, everybody was saying the Eagles by 50. The Eagles are going to do this. The Eagles are going to do that. I came in and I said Dallas was going to put up a fight. I said Dallas was going to play okay. I said Cooper Rush, although he's not Dak, I didn't think he was going to play like outstanding, but I thought he was going to come in and be able to play at least half decent. I don't even know, man. I thought he was going to be able to come in and play half decent. And I thought the Dallas Cowboys were going to come in and put up a fight because it's a rivalry game. And they came in and they stunk it up. They stunk it up in their home ballpark. What a disgrace. That was a disgrace. Anyway, I mean, I don't know why I'm even talking about the Cowboys. I don't care about the Cowboys. We're here to talk about our 7-2 Birds. That's what we're here to talk about tonight. Again, there's not that much to talk about, especially because of the fact that we've been saying the same thing for the past couple weeks. The Eagles played well tonight. Defense, again, outstanding. The defense again brought intensity. They were prepared. They played the exact way that you want them to play in a rivalry game. That's exactly how you want your team, your defense, to play in a rivalry game. They brought pressure, they brought intensity, they hit guys hard. They played well. And that's the same defense we've been talking about for the past couple weeks now. A legitimate, polished defense with pressure. Quinyon Mitchell, Zach Bourne. We'll get into him, but I mean, it is ridiculous how good this defense is right now. Absolutely, without a doubt, ridiculous how good this defense is, man. I mean, I got to tell you. Again, switching to the offense. I mean, the offense played okay. The first half, they were very, very sluggish. Very, very sluggish. And the second half, they came out and they just destroyed Dallas. They imposed their will over the Cowboys. They destroyed them. I mean, I thought the play calls in the first half were mediocre. I didn't think they were great by any means. They scored a big part because Dallas just stinks, especially on defense now. But they played okay. They put up 14 points in the first half. Second half, they come out. And Jalen Hurts looks much better, which we're going to get into. Saquon was able to run the ball. Everything they came out of the of halftime with a game plan. It looked good. It looked good in the second half, man. It looked good. So again, it's just the couple things that kind of irk me about this team because I still don't know how good they can be when they play a legitimate team, which is another thing that we're going to get into. But here's what I want to say. I didn't think Jalen Hurts played really, really good. Here's the thing. I didn't think Jalen Hurts played great in the first half. But here is where I will give him praise. Because he had the interception. He had the fumble in the first half. And he went into halftime and he worked on things. He watched his film. He took the adjustments and and the advice from the coaching staff, and he came out in the second half and he looked like a totally different quarterback. He looked like the quarterback that we watched the past couple weeks, being able to throw the deep ball very, very well, being able to read defenses, being able to scramble out of the pocket and pick up huge yards. It was actually good to watch Jalen Hurts learn from his mistakes and be able to put it into the game and play very, very well in the second half, because they played great in the second half, largely because he learned how to play in the second half, but I'll give him praise where the praise is due. He learned from his mistakes, he made the adjustments, and he played great in the second half. The entire team, the entire offense, played great in the second half. But it was good to see Jalen Hurts, because earlier in the year, you would not have seen Jalen Hurts make the adjustments that he did tonight. You wouldn't. But here we are, and he actually made adjustments, and he actually did what he had to do. And here's what I really want to discuss. Here's it is. I don't know how good this Eagles team can actually be. I know they're a good team, but we haven't actually seen them play a great team yet. They played the Bengals, but the Bengals are just not that good this year. And the Cowboys, they stink. So, obviously the Eagles have some tough games coming up. So we're going to see how good they actually are through this stretch coming up. But right now, I can't make legitimate judgments that this team can go on a Super Bowl run, because they haven't played good teams. They played teams that are supposed to be good, but they actually are not good, like the Cowboys, the Bengals. So, obviously they've played some good games. They put up a lot of points in the past couple of weeks. But I will really make a further and legitimate judgment on this Eagles team when I actually see them in action versus a legitimate football team, versus a legitimate defense. And this week coming up against the Commanders, that's going to be a legitimate test. When we play the Ravens, that's going to be a legitimate test. When we play the Rams, that's a test. So everything that is built up for the Eagles, it's all good and fine and dandy. But we're going to see how this team can match up against legitimate teams coming up. And especially, look, let me tell you this. The Eagles play the Washington Commanders this week coming up on Thursday night. And here's what I want to say. This Thursday night, Eagles versus Washington is going to be an immaculately amazing game. And I'm going to tell you this, because the Eagles finally get the matchup against a defense that can play. Our Eagles defense is going to match up against an offense that can legitimately play and put up a lot of points. They're going to play a quarterback that's not washed. They're going to play a quarterback that can legitimately play and pass and run. And I don't think that the Eagles have actually played a quarterback that was a runner so far this year. So it'll be so this Thursday is going to be a really true and big test, because this isn't the Dallas Cowboys anymore. This isn't the New York Giants. This is a team that is 7-3. They're well coached. They're well managed. And the defense is good. The offense is very, very good. And they almost beat the Steelers. So, not saying that the Steelers are some big, scary, great team, but, I'm ready to see what this team can do against a legitimate team, and it's going to be it's going to be the Commanders. So, yeah, another great win by the Birds. Not like I expected. I didn't expect a big blowout, but they did what they had to do. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night. I love you.